Hi everyone, we're going to do a rotation, discussing a rotation of an axis with a graph. This happens to be an ellipse, so if you're looking for that, that's fine. And again, we already came up with the rotation formulas in a previous video, so I'm going to quickly go over those just very fast. So we know it's A minus C over B, which is going to give us 13 minus 7 over negative 6 root 3, which is just going to be, that's 6, that's going to be negative 1 over root 3, which is negative root 3 over 3. And we know that cotan of 2 theta is 160 there. So our angle is 120. So 2 theta equals 120. So theta equals 60 degrees. Remember, it has to be an acute angle between 0 and 90. So there we have that. And then remember our rotation formulas for x prime cosine of 60 minus y prime sine of 60, which in this case is going to give us, I'm going to go ahead and just write this out because we've already done this. So this is going to be 1/2 x prime minus root 3 y prime. And our y, again, the formula is y prime sine of 60 plus y prime cosine of 60 degrees. And that's just going to be, where is that? 1/2. You're just switching these around here, basically. You're going to get square root of 3 x prime, change it to a plus, and this will be y prime. So these are the information we're going to use. This is not x, this is y, sorry. So we're going to use this here to substitute in our equation here, and we really want to get rid of this xy term. So I'm going to write the equation down again. We have 13 x squared minus 6 square root of 3 xy plus 7y squared. And I'm going to go ahead and move the 16 over. And don't forget our angle is 60 degrees. Then we'll do that when we graph. So I'm just going to plug it in. 13 times 1/2 x prime minus square root of 3 y prime squared minus 6 square root of 3 times 1/2 x prime minus square root of 3 y prime times 1/2 square root of 3 x prime plus y prime. And then we have plus, I'm going to have to move it down here, 7 times 1/2 square root of 3 x prime plus y prime squared equals 16. Now simplifying this, we're going to get, remember 1/2 squared is 4. So basically we're going to get 13 over 4, and then you're going to just simplify. You're going to expand these. I'm just going to expand it and put it together. Simplify. X prime squared minus 2 square root of 3 x prime y prime plus 3y prime squared minus 3 square root of 3 over 2 times square root of 3 x prime squared minus 2 x prime y prime minus square root of 3 y prime squared. And then we're going to add the 7/4 here, and we get 3x prime squared plus 2 square root of 3 x prime y prime plus y prime squared, and this equals 16. Alright, I'm going to write all this out and going to distribute, and I'm going to try to write small so I can squeeze it in. So let me get this off. Okay, so we have 13 over 4 x prime squared minus 13 square root of 3 over 2 x prime y prime plus 39 over 4 y prime squared minus 9 halves x prime squared plus 3 square root of 3 x prime y prime, and I'm not getting it all in, so I'm going to scoot it down here, plus 21 over 4 x prime squared plus 7 square root of 3 over 2 x prime y prime plus 7 over 4 y prime squared equals 16. I hope I wrote all this down right. Now the first thing I'm going to look at is my primes, x prime, y primes. So basically I have 3 of these. I have this one, and I have this one, and I have this one. And when you add all these up, they're going to cancel. Because if your common denominator is 2, I can rewrite this as 6 square root of 3 over 2. So that's going to give you, if you add the 7 here, that's 13 square root of 3 over 2, and then you have this minus. So all those cancel out, which is what we wanted. And the rest of it, we just kind of have to add up. So you can add them up, get the common denominator, but I've kind of already, when you do that, you're going to get 4x prime squared plus 16y prime squared equals 16. Now we're going to divide everything by 16, so you get x prime squared over 4 plus y squared, whoops, why can't I say y anymore? Y prime squared over 1 equals 1. So an is an ellipse. The bigger numbers under the x. The center, thank goodness, is 0, 0. And the major axis is going to be your x prime axis. And the vertices are at plus or minus 2, 0. And remember, our rotation was 60 degrees. That was our angle. So let's see if we can do this, or if I can do it. So here we go. 60 degrees, so I'm just going to estimate here. This is 60 degrees. So I'll just make that 60 degrees here, okay? So that's your x prime. That's your x. Move it down here. And your y, moving the y down 60 degrees. So I'll put it about there. Nope, I don't like that. I'll move it down just a little more. Move it down a little more. So I'll make that 60 degrees here. The major axis, so that's your y prime. Your major axis is the x-axis, which you're going 2, 0, and negative 2, 0. So I'm just going up 2, and I'm going down 2. Oh boy. 1, 2, over 1. This should go down a little more. So basically it should have gone about here. On the y, we're just going over 1. So just kind of go over 1-ish here. And then you draw your ellipse. Alright, so there's the rotation there. And that was 60 degrees. Okay. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.